Hey, how are you?
Everyone, welcome to Tech Talks, presented to you by Vision Loss Alliance of New Jersey. Tonight, our instructors will be introducing you to an introduction to Facebook. So, at this time, I would like to introduce them to you. Christina Brino. Unmute yourself, Christina. There you go.
Hi, everybody.
And Suzanne Seitzma.
Hello, guys.
So we're so happy to have everyone with us for tonight's presentation on Facebook. What we would like you to do is to leave your questions until the end of each presentation, unless you need clarification on a specific topic, and we will be the raise your hand feature, and you'll be called on in the order that you raised your hand. And I just want to remind everyone that this session is audio, video recorded, and it will be posted on the Tech Talk Facebook page. Okay, I am going to turn this over to Suzanne.
Hello, everyone. This is just an introduction to Facebook. It's the beginning of Facebook. So the first thing you would need to do if you want Facebook is you go to your app store in your iPhone or whatever device you're using. Download it by searching, find the search button, and then type in, you type in the name Facebook, you find it, and then you flick to find the get button, and you double tap on that. So once you've downloaded the app on your phone, you can, or your iPad, you can sign up. So the first thing you need to do is open the app. Now, you need to sign up by finding the sign up button and then hitting next. And they will ask you for your phone number or your email address. You can give them either one. Then you tap on go again. And then the next thing you double tap on is to the edit box and put your first name and your last name in. And then you're going to put your password in, which should be about 6 characters at least. Capital letters, lowercase letters, characters, numbers, all that, to keep it as safe as possible. A strong password is the safest. Then you need to set up your profile. And when you're setting up your profile, they're going to ask you a bunch of questions, like when's your birthday and all that stuff. Now, you don't have to give them that information. You can skip those things if you want. But if you do want it on your profile, you put it, and they'll ask you what your job is and career or whatever else you want to put in there. Now, about privacy settings. In the menu, there is a privacy button, and there's multiple things that are in the privacy setting. You can know what they're giving, what people are seeing. You can not share your phone number. You can get a download of everything that's been put on Facebook. You can put the thing that only friends can see, and I suggest you do that because if you're completely open to the public, that can be a problem. So only your friends will see what you post. So in the news feed, people will see the post that your friends are sharing. Not everybody, just the friends. You can you can make it so that none of your information is available. You can have it just so that you see the information and not anybody else. So then there's other multiple buttons in there that you can flick through and see different things that are available. Now the next area is about the news feed and the Facebook. So the first thing when you open up the Facebook, you'll probably be on your news feed. So the first thing you hit is the icon for the Facebook. And then the next thing is that you flick to the right and you'll hear search, the search field. Now, if you're looking for someone in particular, you would double tap on the search field and you would find that person by searching for it and hitting the go button or search button. And then the next thing is that you would do is you end up with an area that's called My Stories or Story Tray. And that particular area pretty much I ignore because usually it's just pictures. And I don't, I don't want to see that because I can't see the pictures. So I usually pass that. And once I pass that, I usually put my rotor on headings. And then I could flick down and go through each of the posts that are on my news feed. Or you can just do a 2-finger flick down and just listen to the whole thing. Now, so the next thing is, and I don't know why, but my computer is not down arrowing for some reason to each of the items that I want. It's something that's, so anyway, so once you hit the newsfeed, down on the bottom, there are buttons. Now the buttons are different. There's the news feed, then there's the next one is open Facebook.
Facebook, profile, groups, tab, 3 of 6, selected, newsfeed.
So the first one on the bottom is newsfeed.
Marketplace, tab,
and the next one is market phase.
Create room, button, groups, tab, news, tab, 4 of 6.
News is like regular news, like, George Floyd and COVID-19 and stuff like that.
Notifications.
The next one is notifications.
Facebook menu. Tab.
And the last one is Facebook menu. So once you open that, you can have other things that you can do. Now, if you wanted to post a comment, you would find the area that says, what's on my mind,
create post,
or create post. Those are the two. It either says what's on my mind or it says create post. So you would double tap that and you can write what you want to share with your friends. There are other buttons on there and we will go through those other buttons in a more detailed time with the more advanced Facebook when people are more comfortable with the app. So the other areas on the search field is, you know, once you double tapped on it. Now, if you wanted to comment or say something about the post that your friends have given, you stop on that, you listen to it, you do a 2-finger double tap, and then a pop-up window will come up, and you flick through that. And when you're flicking through that, it'll give you like, react, comment, share, and that's about it. So if you wanted to comment, you would double tap on the comment, and then a search field will come up. I mean, sorry, a text field will come up, and you can put your comment. You can type your comment in there or dictate it. Or if you just want to like it, you just double tap on the like. Now, if you want to react, so let's say you have something that's sad or something like that, there are other options. If it's funny, there's a haha, there's a sad, there's a care, and so forth. So those are other options for reaction. So 3.5. Can't believe my computer is doing what it's doing. So that's about it with the news feed. Again, on the bottom is the buttons that, you know, there's marketplace. You can sell and buy stuff off the marketplace. I don't usually do it myself because usually it's just pictures and I don't know what they are. You know, notifications are very good. You'll get notifications that your someone said something. And also you can get notifications in the settings to turn on notifications, and then you'll get more notifications. They'll even email you some of the notifications to you. If you have any questions, we can.
Anyone? Any questions? No one's raising their hand, huh?
Okay.
No questions.
Okay. So it is very, very complicated, especially on the computer. It can be. It's a little easier on the phone app, and there is more to it. But I will hand it over to Christina, and she'll talk to you about the shortcuts.
Thank you, Suzanne. Oh, I believe before we go to Christine, I believe Misty has a question.
Hi, Misty. Can you unmute yourself?
Misty, can you please unmute? Hold on, let's see if I can. Okay, we'll try to get to Misty in a little bit with that question. We'll continue now with Christina.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk to you about the shortcuts in Facebook. And where you find the shortcuts in Facebook is that you swipe all the way. I'm using the iPhone. I prefer using the iPhone when I'm on Facebook. I don't do the computer. As Suzanne said, it's so much clutter, so confusing, and it's much easier to navigate on the phone. So I'm going to be swiping all the way to the right where it says
Facebook menu.
Hold on, let me turn on my
5 of
letters.
5.
It says Facebook menu.
Facebook menu.
I'm going to
Tab.
double tap on
5 of
that.
5. Selected. Facebook menu. Selected. Show top short, show pro, search.
I'm going
Button.
all the way to the left to start right there. So in the shortcut menu, in the menu, you have search,
Show profile and pages. Button.
the
Heading.
pages.
Show top shortcuts.
Now you have the
Button.
top shortcuts.
Heading.
You can hit on that.
Double tap to open.
I'm going to double tap on that and show you what's in the top shortcuts.
Hide top shortcuts.
You can hide them
Heading.
also.
Pages. 8 new. Groups. Events. Button. COVID-19 Information Center.
So they have
Button.
COVID.
Lift Black Voices. Button. Friends. Button.
So your friends,
Marketplace.
Marketplace, where Suzanne said it was, you
7
could
of
also
10.
see that on the main page.
Videos on watch. Button.
So your videos on
8
watch,
memories.
memories,
Saved. Button.
save, because you can
10
save,
of 12.
you can save your videos. You can also save pictures.
Nearby friends. Button.
Nearby friends, you can search
11
for
of
people
12.
that are near. They'll come up and tell you people that are near to you.
Dating. Show all shortcuts.
So now
Button.
I swiped all the way to the right
Double
and I'm
tap to
getting
open.
to all shortcuts. So there's more there. I'm going to double tap on that.
Hide all shortcuts. Ads Manager.
So you
Button.
can do Ads Manager.
COVID-19 Information Center.
COVID-19 is listed again.
Crisis response.
Crisis
Button.
response. That's
Three
where
seconds.
you can, if you're in a, you see sometimes if somebody is in a hurricane or something, they mark their self safe. I always wondered how they did that, but that's where they do that from.
Dating. Button. Device requests.
Dating is again, device
Line of
requests. I'm
22.
not sure about what that really is.
Events. Button.
Events is where you
6
can
of
create
32.
an event if you want to, or see what events are near to you.
Facebook Pay. Button.
You can pay through Facebook,
7. Find Wi-Fi. Button.
Wi-Fi,
Friends. Button.
friends again.
Fundraisers.
You can do a fundraiser through
10 of 32.
Facebook, and then the organization will get the money. A lot of people you might see do it for their birthday.
Gaming. Button.
Gaming.
Groups.
Then we have
Button.
groups again.
Jobs. Button.
Jobs. You can look for jobs there.
Lift Black Voices. Button.
That's repeated. Look, Black
Fort.
Voices,
Live videos.
live
Button.
videos.
Marketplace. Memories.
So now it's repeating.
Mentorship. Button.
There is now mentorship.
Messenger Kids. Most recent. Movies. Nearby friends. News. Oculus. Offers. Button. Pages. Recent activity. Saved. Button. To be in Pequannon.
And then there's in the town.
Town Hall.
I hope you can
5
hear
of
all
10.
this.
Videos on watch. Weather. Show help and show settings and privacy. Button.
So there you can
Heading.
see, you can check your privacy settings there. And then you can log out.
Newsfeed.
I never
Tab.
log
1 of
out. I always stay logged in. So that is the shortcuts and the more shortcuts. Does anybody have any questions on that?
Today in Pequannon. Button. 29 of 32.
Okay,
No
no questions?
Tina?
Yes.
No, any questions? Anyone?
Hi, this is Clark King. Had a question. How can you, for newsfeed, how can you, I want to sort my newsfeed by most recent. To me, I'm not even sure what Facebook does to, how it decides to do your, what comes up for your newsfeed. But I would like to do it by date instead of, however it's doing.
Okay, so yes, you can go into the settings and change that to date. You will get the most recent. However, if they don't get a lot of likes or comments, it comes off of the Facebook pretty quickly. So if you're looking for a particular person's post, it's sometimes easier to search in the search edit box and search their name and find their most recent post that way. So what I find is that if something is not liked a whole lot, it doesn't stay on the feed very long.
Clark, do you have another question?
Yeah, no, I just meant like when I'm looking, I'm not looking for anything in particular. I just want to look at the most recent, whoever in my friends and, you know,
Right.
or
So
whatever.
when you set up your Facebook app in the settings, you can say most recent, and those are one of the options in settings.
Where is it? So you just do settings and it says something most recent. I just wanted to know step by step where it's located.
Susan, can you tell everybody where from going to settings and how to do that?
Okay, I will do that.
Facebook notifications, 9+ new, Facebook menu, tab, 6 of 6.
So we would hit the Facebook menu.
Show top shortcuts, show all shortcuts.
So I
button.
want to show
Press
all
hide
shortcuts.
Heading.
And they're in alphabetical order, so I'm going down.
Avatars, COVID-19 and crisis response, dating, device requests, events, Facebook Pay, find Wi-Fi, friends, button, fundraisers, gaming, groups, jobs, live Black voices, live videos, marketplace, memories, mentorship, button, messenger kids, most recent, movies, nearby friends.
So I keep
news,
flicking
button.
until I get to S.
23 of Oculus, offers, pages, 7, recent activity, save, 9+ new, town hall, 4 up, videos on watch, 9, weather, button.
Oops, I must
31
have
of 31.
it.
Videos on watch, not town hall, 4 updates, save, 9+ new, recent activity, button. 27 of 31. Pages, 7 new, button. Recent activity, button.
I'm
27
not
of 31.
finding it right now.
Saved, 9+ new, town hall, 4 updates, saved, 9+ new, button.
Let me go back.
28 of 31, offers, button. Oculus, news, near, move, most, mark, live, jobs, groups,
And
gaming,
forgive me, I'm
fundraisers,
flicking through
button.
it very quickly.
10 of 30, friends, find Wi-Fi, button, B22880, cellular, 3, events, device requests, dating, crisis, COVID-19 avatars, hide all shortcuts, button. Show all
hide
shortcuts.
all shortcuts
Heading.
and see if settings come up then.
Log out. Button. Show settings and privacy. Button.
Okay, there.
Here you go.
Double tap to open.
So you can't be in all shortcuts. You have to be in the menu where it says
Show settings and privacy.
show
Button.
settings
Heading.
and privacy.
Double tap to open.
So you would double tap on that.
Hide settings and privacy. Heading. Settings. Button. Privacy shortcuts. Button. Your time on Facebook. Button. App language. Button.
So you
4 of
can
4.
go through that and you keep flicking until you find.
Log out. Button. Newsfeed. Tab. 1 of 6.
So you would hit newsfeed.
All right.
Select Facebook.
And then you will get.
More. Your memories on Facebook. Sue, we care about you in the memory.
Okay, so it went to newsfeed, and I believe what you have to do as far as that's concerned is that you have to do that when you first work on your profile. And again, Facebook does put the most recent stuff on.
Page 2 of 7. More. Your memories on Facebook. Sue,
So I go
we care about
past
you
the
and the memories you share
memories.
here. Elsa Briefert Zavoda. Yesterday at 7:08 p.m. Elsa's friends. More. Happy 8th grade graduation to our oldest son.
So it does give you the most recent ones, but again, like I said, probably this particular one was yesterday's, and yet it probably got a lot of comments, so it came up in my first area.
Elsa Briefert Zavoda. Yesterday at Miss Healthline. Sponsored. Public. More. Linda Luxila added a temporary profile picture.
So I get everything that my friends are sharing, plus, of course, some ads. So
Yeah.
that's part of Facebook, that you have to deal with the ads.
Got it. So it's probably more that it's just somebody commented on it recently, even though it says it's an older post or happened yesterday or 3 days ago. It's just that somebody commented recently, so that's why it goes to the front.
So it
Yes,
comes,
yes.
right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
Right.
Now I understand her.
Okay, but you
All right.
can, when you first set up your profile, you can make other changes when you first set it up.
Okay.
Now I've been on it for over 7 years, so I haven't changed any of my particular options. I keep it pretty private. It's only friends. Like I said, if I want to say something to someone privately, I use Messenger. And you can find that button up on the top. It'll say Messenger. And you double tap on that. It's actually a different app, but it is a very good way of privately speaking to someone.
I have, Clark, did that answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. I have two questions, two people with questions.
Okay.
One is phone number, and the last 4 digits are 8442. So whoever is 8442, if you can please unmute yourself and ask your question. And I believe unmute on a line is *6. Oh, okay. I believe you're unmuted. You can ask your question. Thank you.
I hear noises.
8442. Hello. Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No, it's Matt. Sorry, I'm a little late. What are we doing now? I couldn't. There was no link. There was no link on Elsa's email. I couldn't find it to you.
Okay. Matthew, do you have a question? Oh, no, Matthew. Do you have a question?
No, I just want to know what we're doing tonight.
We're
doing Facebook.
Thank you. That's all I want to know.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to move to Debbie A. Debbie A., you have a question?
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi, Debbie.
When Suzanne, when you were going through your alphabetical list of shortcuts,
Yes.
I heard most recent.
I'm sorry?
When you
It
were
did
going,
say most recent, yes.
yeah, but you were looking for settings to go to most recent. Couldn't you have just clicked on most recent right there?
I probably could have, but I was thinking that you could change it in settings, but you can't. I would probably have to hit most recent.
Okay. I just didn't know
Thank
if
you.
you were flicking so fast you didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, I heard it, but I thought it was in settings.
Okay. That's it.
Thank you.
Bye.
We have another question from David. If you can unmute yourself, David.
Yes, I have a question related to what version of the iPhone you are using.
I'm using iPhone 8. Christina?
I am using iPhone 11 Pro.
Okay, because I have an iPhone 6. Do you think that the commands you're describing in this Facebook presentation will work with that iPhone?
Yes, because it's the app, so it should work.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom. Just look at this. Mom.
Any other questions?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because before I was having trouble with my phone and everything.
I missed it.
Hi. Well, I was going to ask the same thing about the phone, but since 8 is okay, I guess I'm okay. But and then I wanted to know too on the when you were saying about the privacy, if I say that I have a person on there and they have about 7 or 8 people on there that I either don't know or don't want to know, they won't get my info either?
No,
Only if you friend them.
only if you let them. If you're public, that's a different story. But like I said, make it privacy that you only allow friends to see your stuff, and you'll be fine. Only your friends, and it goes the other way around too. If you looked up somebody, and you won't get their much information until you actually friend them.
Oh, okay. Well, those were my questions.
Thank you, Misty.
Thank you, Misty.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Ooh, a quiet group tonight. Let's go on Facebook.
Like I said, there's a whole lot of other things you can do on Facebook. You can have a live thing and all that, but that's for another day. So Christina will continue with showing you how to get to Vision Loss Alliance's of New Jersey's Facebook page. The VLANJ Tech Talk is a group.
Okay, I unmuted myself and I muted myself back. Okay, let me louder so everybody can hear this. I have to unlock my phone. Okay.
Before Christina, before you start,
yes,
I have Priscilla, who is happy to join in. She just joined in and she has a question.
Hi, Priscilla.
Unmute yourself, Priscilla.
Okay, she used the chat.
Okay.
Oh, she just said hi. Yeah, I heard hi. I'm glad to be here.
I have a question. Just joined, I have a question.
Oh, okay. What is the question?
Priscilla, what is your question?
Hello? Oh, sorry, I had some tech difficulties.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
You too.
So, I have a question. And it's about, Apple Watches. So, my question is, when you do use the Apple Watch, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have voiceover, and you're in a noisy environment, could you connect it to like the AirPods and?
Yeah, I have an Apple Watch, and yes, you can have it Bluetooth with your earphones, and it can go right to your watch will go right to your earphones. I use it when I'm working out, and I can put music on, and it goes right from my watch to my earphones.
Oh, okay. I mean, I had it because I'm looking to maybe in the future get one.
Mm-hmm. They're great.
So, I had that question.
Yeah, you would have to Bluetooth it and pair it, but you can do it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Priscilla.
This is Claudia Schreiber. I had a question.
Hi, Claudia.
How do you post a video?
Oh, okay. So up where your search field that you would look for where it says what's on your mind or create post, if you keep flicking, there is other buttons, and one of them is video.
Okay.
And what you have to do is you have to allow Facebook to share whatever's in your iPhone's photo and videos in order to upload it.
Let's say you get a link that you want to share and it's a video, let's say.
You can tap on the video, and then it should have, if they want it to be shared, there should be an option to share it. Sometimes people won't let you share it. They have it set in their settings that they don't want you to share. So it depends if they want you to share it or not.
So you double tap on share. The video is there. Then it goes to another menu and it asks like where you want to post it. You want a news feed, story, I don't know what that means.
News, you could put it on news feed.
Yes. What happens is one of those areas are checked. If you wanted to share it with everybody on your news feed, that's what you would check. If you wanted it to go to Messenger, you would flick through that and double tap on Messenger. If you wanted to go to a particular person, you could flick to that and type in their name.
You know, Suzanne, so maybe I can ask you to clarify, like what newsfeed is, you know, where you post something, you know, we're really going to the beginners, like give us that Facebook jargon, you know?
Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about
Linda Luxilla-Gross, page 6 of 11, page 5 of 11,
so
page
going
4 of 11.
To the very top.
Facebook, heading.
So that's the heading, Facebook heading.
Search, button.
And there's that search area that I told you if you wanted to look for somebody or a page or something.
Messenger, button.
Messenger is another.
Elsa Briefert Zavoda, yesterday at 7, Facebook, heading.
I'm still not at the top.
Elsa Briefert Zavoda, page 3 of 11, page 2 of 11, page 1 of 11, refreshing content. Emergency small business loans and soon. Facebook, heading. Search, button. Messenger, button. Emergency small business loans and soon. The deadline to apply for the paycheck. Get started. Profile picture, button.
Okay, so I passed my profile picture, right?
Create post, button.
It says create post. If I double tap on that, I can create the post and do a video. However, if I wanted to share something, let's say, I'm sorry, somebody's asking a question.
I know.
VoiceOver is telling it.
Okay, I have two questions.
Okay, hold on.
Let
me finish Claudia first.
Finish your thought, and then we'll go to Laura.
Claudia, so let's say you wanted to share something, that 2-finger double tap, right? Mm-hmm. And it gives you, one of the pop-ups is share. You would, if that's available, if someone allowed you to share it, you would double tap on that, and then another pop-up will come up and it'll say, do you want it on your news feed or do you want it on, a specific person or you want it on Messenger? So those are the different buttons. So it keeps changing from each one. First you have to hit the share, then you have to go. Now, let's say you find something on YouTube and you want to share that on Facebook with your friends, there's a share button in there and you can double tap on that and you can just share whatever that video is, and it would be a link and the video, and they could double tap on that and they can hear what you shared. Mm-hmm. Any other questions about that part?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Laura, hi Laura, you can unmute yourself for your question.
Hi everyone.
Hi Laura.
Laura Gardner-Lang. I have a question. Is it possible to use the rotor to maneuver quickly through the Facebook app?
Yes, on Newsfeed you can put your rotor on headings and then you can quickly go through each heading.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And next question is Priscilla. She wrote it in a chat, so while I read the question, Priscilla, if you can join in so you can ask any others. So her question, she would like to add, there are times when I am attending Zoom meetings on the computer and use VoiceOver. How can I resolve the challenge of not having VoiceOver to be heard by all of the participants in the meeting with sleeves and what?
If you use the computer and you're not sharing your screen, no one can hear it.
Priscilla?
Oh, yes. Hello?
Are you using the phone or are you using the computer?
Well, I use the computer usually, but now I'm on my phone because, you know, the Zoom is on I have another person's Zoom on my computer, since I'm not the only one who uses it. So yeah.
Yeah, so unless you share your computer, you share your screen, they cannot hear your JAWS or Zoom text or Fusion or anything. That Zoom does not pick it up. VoiceOver, it doesn't pick up what VoiceOver says. It only picks up, like if someone chats or something like that, or someone leaves, I'll hear that they left, or I'll hear that they wrote something in the chat. I'll hear that, but they will not hear your VoiceOver at all.
Oh, okay. Because I thought for some reason, you know, the other people were going to be wondering, oh, wow, what is that?
No, if you're using a Mac, they will hear it. That's also, if you don't want to hear, like if you have things coming in on your computer and you don't want to hear them and you just want to hear the participants on the Zoom, if you're using JAWS, you can use the insert with the space bar and you'll hear this little click, and then you hit the letter S and it'll turn off the speech so you don't have to hear, like, let's say you have your emails open or your computer just starts talking, or if you don't want to hear all the notifications, you can do that and you don't have to listen to that. And then it's a toggle. So to get full speech back, you would hit the insert and the space bar and then the letter S, and it'll go back to full speech. And if you're using a laptop, it is the caps lock to get the insert to work.
Yeah, well, I use the Mac, so.
Okay. If you're using the Mac, they will hear your sound with Zoom. They'll hear your Mac.
Yeah, because I mean,
there's no way to turn that. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn that off.
Yeah, because sometimes people wonder when I'm in the meeting, they're like,
same thing happened to me when I was on a meeting and they kept on hearing. So what I would do is I would go on my phone or whatever so they wouldn't hear it, because there was no way I could stop it.
Yeah, so the Mac, so that's a little glitch for the Mac, but it doesn't happen with the iPad or the iPhone.
No, it doesn't. Did you get your question answered?
Yeah. What I'm doing for now is use headphones so that they don't hear it.
That's a good idea.
You know, that's what I've been doing, but sometimes I want to hear it without headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's best to go on your phone then.
We have another question from Debbie A. Debbie, can you unmute?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Me again. I don't want to derail your train of thought, and I'm not as good of a explainer as Christina and Suzanne are, but I wanted to address Linda's question about kind of showing what a news feed is for the beginners.
Great.
The way that I was going to describe it to Lori, because Laura DeMarco had been interested in and couldn't quite get the concept of Facebook. Now, she was a teacher, so try to translate this into what would suit you. I said, what if you were a teacher and you were given a web address and you were to put all the notes on this web address of yours? That would be like your profile page on Facebook. It only has stuff that you put on. But then you decided to give some of your fellow teachers access to your page so they could see what suggestions you had about teaching a class or what funny stories you heard. So that's kind of like inviting friends to your profile page. That becomes like your news feed, because these people can tap in. You've given these people to access to your profile page. So that's your news feed. Anybody who you've given permission sees it on your news feed. She was under the impression that if you put something on your news feed, that Joe Schmo from California, as long as he had a Facebook account, would see it.
Oh.
So she understood it that way because she's a teacher. I don't know if that helped answer what
That's a great analogy, Debbie.
Linda wanted to get to.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah, and only the people that you friend is the post that you'll get in your news feed. You won't
Right.
get posts from other people that are not
No.
your friend.
As long as you don't do that friends of friends in the privacy. If you just have friends only,
Right.
then everything that you've allowed other people to share, now they will see on their news feed. It's like a bulletin board. I've got all my notes, and I'm going to hang up all my notes on this bulletin board, and all my friends are hanging up all their notes on their bulletin board, and that's the news feed.
I just want to say you will get from time to time friend requests from people, and that is because if somebody has a post, or they might see that you're friends with somebody and you just don't accept their friend request.
Right.
So yeah, and you will get friend requests from people you have no clue, and you just ignore those. Because
they will tell you too if it is they'll have where you have so and so mutual friends, and then you can tap on to see who these people are friends with if you want to friend them, so you have an idea like, oh well, okay, this person I know, they had these.
That's because your profile is public, no matter what you do. Maybe not what you write on it, but you could look up anybody's profile.
Right.
And you can
but you can't.
You can't see their posts, but you could see every time they change their profile picture. That's available to everybody. So don't put pictures on Facebook you don't want anybody to see. Like, don't put a profile picture of you doing something nasty. The whole world will see. Not that anybody does anything nasty, but just in case you get drunk. Okay, I didn't mean to derail this. I'm getting off now.
That was great, Debbie. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Any other Facebook questions, like about the logistics, where to post, how to post, who to friend, who not to friend? It's a very complicated app.
3, 2, 8, 5, 1.
So if there is no other questions, we'll go on to demonstrating how to get on Vision Wealth Alliance's page and the VL.
Message.
Okay, there is another. Priscilla. Priscilla, why don't you just unmute yourself and ask the question?
Logged.
Before we go on to Suzanne's demonstration. Priscilla?
Yes.
Christina.
Yeah, I decided it might be easier to write it on the chat, but I was gonna ask, I have Messenger, and the thing is that when I get so many messages from people, and what happens is that when I get the notification, get a notification, it just rings. So I want to make sure that I get like the notification of Messenger, like the message, and make sure I get it, because oftentimes people are like, oh, have you seen the message I sent you? And I'm like, no, I haven't gotten a notification. And
okay, so up on the top, there is
the deadline to apply for the paycheck, page 1 of 8. Page 1 of 8. Emergency small business. Page 1 of 8.
I'm going to close it and reopen it.
Calendar. Home. Home. App switcher. Facebook. Active. Closing Facebook.
Open Facebook.
Siri. Facebook.
Okay, so
profile
up
picture.
on the top,
button. Facebook. Heading.
You have the Facebook heading.
Search. Button.
You have the search.
Messenger. Button.
There's where Messenger is. Now, if there was any new messages that I have not seen, it would say 1, 2, or 3 right there. So that's how you can.
I don't have that. It always just says
me
Messenger.
neither. I don't have that either.
Oh, well.
Top of Facebook?
Yeah, it just says Messenger. It doesn't tell you how many you have to tap on it to see.
And not only that, is if I have I also get an email saying, so-and-so sent you a message via Messenger.
Oh, you probably have to go in and set in notifications and try to do it that way. I get notifications email, but I don't ever get notifications from Messenger. It just says Messenger. And if I don't hear that, like you said, Priscilla, that bell I don't know, and I have to go in and look at it.
Yes, that's what happens to me. And a lot of people send me messages and they're like, what's going on? You haven't gotten the messages. And I'm like, well, the thing is, if I'm not close to the phone at that moment, I can't see the message.
Yes. So
I get what you're saying.
I would say, you know, the most, if you want to check, just check Messenger and see if there's anything new. That's one way you could do it if you don't want to turn on notifications. And the thing is, just like anything on the iPhone, a notification will come up, but it doesn't stay there. It goes away.
You can go into this, check your notifications in the iPhone, and it will tell you all the notifications that you did have.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so if you go into the notifications,
there's a whole list of all the notifications that you've had.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying about the notifications, because if I have the iPhone 11, and you know, when I have to, it doesn't have the home screen anymore.
Right.
The home button anymore.
The home button, yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, you have to use that particular way that the iPhone 11 is, in order to get the notification center up, you have to touch the center and flick down and hear those little clicks in order to get the notification center to come up.
Because I also have my iPad, and that's the good thing about my iPad as well, because I use it for when I don't want to take my laptop. But the iPad, it has the home button, which is good because I can feel the home button. But on my phone, because I remember like the first day I had my phone, I didn't know how to use the new gesture thing. And I thought, you know, I had to press the side button, and I end up pressing by accident and holding down the volume down button and the right side button, and almost ended up calling emergency services twice. Thank God the emergency people didn't go.
You have to turn that off.
Priscilla, that's like a whole other subject too. That's a great, because we've all experienced that with the phones and calling 911 when you're trying to do something on your phone. There is we'll have to do a whole other subject on that. But Suzanne, before we run out of time, I want you to get to the demonstration, or Christina.
Okay, so I'll start with the group.
Thank you.
Open Facebook.
Thanks, Priscilla.
Facebook menu, notifications, 9 plus new, tab, Facebook menu, tab, Facebook menu, tab, 6 of 6. Facebook menu, tab, 6 of 6.
Okay, so here I am on the Facebook menu.
Show profile and pick, show top shortcut, show all shortcuts, button, heading.
So I hit show all shortcuts. Now, if I'm brand new to VLANJ Tech Talk group.
Avatars, COVID-19 and crisis response, dating, but device requests.
I find groups.
Events, 3, Facebook Pay, find Wi-Fi, but friends, button, fundraisers, but gaming, 1 new, groups, button.
I double tap on groups.
Groups, heading, Bonnie Steenhorst Jersey Girls, VLANJ Tech Talks, button.
Okay, so.
Memes and jokes for blind folks, button. Refreshing
these are
content.
The ones that I like.
Memes and jokes for blind folks.
And they're up here.
Memes and jokes for blind folks, but VLANJ Tech Talks.
And that's VLANJ Tech Talks. But if I wanted to find one, I would go to the home page on the newsfeed.
Newsfeed, tab, 1 of some.
And then find that search button.
Facebook, heading, search, button. Search field, is at back.
And then I would type in V.
Victor.
B.
K. L.
A.
Alpha. A. B. N. H. J. Space. V. T. B. P. C. Chart. C. J. H. space, T, T, A, K, L, K, kilo, K.
And then
Search, back, people, button, groups, button, groups, back,
double tap
button.
on groups.
VLNJ Tech TLK, search field, filters, button, city, button, public groups, button, my groups, button, VLANJ Tech Talks, group, 42 members. VLANJ Tech Talks is a forum to discuss topics related to access. Back,
and
button.
then if I was not already joined it,
search, button, group tools, button, members, button, invite, button.
I could hit invite because I'm already a member, but if before that, if I was not a member, it would say join, and then you would hit double tap on that, and then you would get an email that the admin has okayed your subscription to this group. And that's all there is to it. Any questions on that?
And everybody join it.
Please join in. It's a great group. We do post quite a bit of stuff. A lot of interesting things just about technology for the visually impaired.
And recordings also.
Oh, and the Zoom recording will be on there also. Christina will do pages.
Yes. Now with pages, I'm going to do the same thing that Suzanne did. Is I'm on the main page and I'm going to the search field. Let me louder to see if you can hear this.
3 of 5. Create profile, messenger, search.
Double tap on search.
Field.
And for finding the VLNJ page, I have to type, spell it all out. So I'm going to vision loss.
VISSUION space LLOOSSS space AALIIANNDCCEE space OODFF space
of New Jersey.
NEEWW space HJJERRSSREEY.
And I'm going to hit go. Search, double tap.
Search. Back. Vision Loss Alliance of New Jersey. Search field. Posts. People. Groups. Photos. Videos. Photo. Video. Pages.
So I'm going to hit on pages. Double tap.
Back. Vision Loss Alliance of New Jersey. Filters. Locate. Verify. Category. Vision Loss Alliance of New Jersey. 583 like this. Button.
So I am already subscribed to the page. Now with pages, you have to like the page, and when you like the page, then you're automatically going to be able to see posts from that page. So I'm just going to double tap on it.
Vision. Back. Button. Vision Loss Alliance of New Jersey. Share. Button.
I can share the page. So if I want to share this with somebody, I can do that.
Profile photo.
Then there's their profile photo.
Vision Loss Alliance of New Jersey. Like. Button.
And then you can like it. There's a like option. Does anybody have any questions on that?
So what was your
also in pages, when you're looking at pages, the one thing I want to say, they have it categorized, so you can have, they have all your pages, and it has new pages. They give you suggestions of pages that you might like, and then all your pages that you're already liked are listed too.
So Christina, it's Linda. For someone that has no idea about Facebook and is new to all of this, how would you describe to them what's on a page?
What's on a page is that, well, the profile would be all of, no, they have an about, and that would be about Vision Loss Alliance. They would tell the history. They can post events on the page. It's like a regular Facebook page that you have. Events be on there. news feeds with different posts that are posted. You can also comment on a post. You can like a post. So it's set up like that.
Yeah, and the thing that you have to remember is there with some of these pages, Vision Loss Alliance is one of them. In order to get to the post, you got to get through a whole lot of stuff. They'll have Facebook kind of says whether it's a good page or not. It'll say, especially with pages, groups are different, but pages, it'll have the address, it'll have any reviews that are available in Vision Loss Alliances of New Jersey. And then the photos come up. And then finally at the end, the posts come up. So it takes a little flicking around in order to find those posts. And like I said, the best way to do it is to put your rotor on headings.
Okay. Do we have any other questions? Because we are just about out of time.
Yeah. Does anyone use the Facebook Pages app? And if so,
that's what we're using.
That's what we're on.
There's an app for pages, like Facebook Pages. If you have a page, you can manage your pages. I have it on my phone. I haven't used it lately. It's supposed to make it easier if you want to post on your specific page.
I don't do that. I have also a page of my own, a life coach page, and I do not use the extra app that you can have if you're a business. I don't use that. I just use like if I had hit just pages when it was the shortcuts, the first things I would see is just the ones that I are admin for. The others ones will be suggestions, but if I'm looking for a particular one, the best way to do it is, especially as a beginner, is that search field.
Okay, and another.
And we're using
another.
the app. We're not using the online.
Okay, and another question is, for example, if you want to post on the page and you want to post on Facebook, because you have two pages, right? The business one and the personal one. So how?
It depends. You do not have to pay for the personal one. Business one you can. I don't. So mine isn't on the newsfeed very often because I don't pay for it. But I have the page and I don't pay for it. I could, and they always ask me, "Oh, you'd get more likes if you paid a certain amount of money." But I don't do that. And that, as far as really getting into pages more, as far as if you wanted to host a page or a group, that's for more detailed in the future.
Oh, okay. But my question was, what is the more effective way to post if you're gonna post? Say you want to post content on your say you have a content that you want to post on the personal Facebook page that you have, but it's also relevant for your business page.
Sometimes it will come up on both places. I've had that happen for me where I posted something, let's say on my Pampered Chef page, and then it would show up on my regular personal page. So sometimes it does show up on both pages.
So do you have to post twice, or you can only post it? You post it only once on one of your pages, and it'll show up on both.
Yeah, I've seen that happen to me with that, where I posted on one page on my business page, and then it would show up on my personal page, or it would say Christina Brino posted on Pampered Chef, and it would show on my personal page.
Oh, okay.
But
I've been doing things.
There's exceptions to the rule. It doesn't always happen.
So I don't know, but I mean, I posted on my Pampered Chef page, and I haven't seen it come up But that's another thing with Facebook. You could post something and then you won't see it. Like Suzanne said, it depends on how many people look at it. It could just go away and you just don't know.
So Elsa just made a comment that she puts it on a personal page and then she hits share to my business page.
Oh, okay.
You can share it to your group. And if you edit it in your own page, the edited version will appear on your group page. That's for you people who are all very fancy and have all these pages. Do we have any other questions on where it sounds like we're going to have another part 2 of Tech Talks. And Debbie A., you have a question. You can unmute yourself, Debbie.
Hi, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to stop. I wanted to know if the reason sometimes Christina sees it posted on her newsfeed too is because she likes her Pampered Chef page. Like, let's say I was on your Pampered Chef page, but I was not your friend on Facebook. I probably wouldn't see it if you put it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
I think the safest thing, you probably have to put it on both if you wanted everybody to see it. I think.
Yeah,
I would, because there's always exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
This may happen. And that's another disclaimer that I'll give you is Facebook is always changing. So one thing you find one day, you may not be able to find another day.
Oh yeah, things are renamed, things are moved.
Well, like I said, I think another a Facebook intermediate should be next.
Yes. And hopefully Elsa took notes, so anything that we haven't explained well, we will explain better in the future. Okay?
And I'm going to look up, because you got me thinking, Priscilla, about the messengers. I wonder if there's a way in settings that you can change it so you're notified of when you do get a message in a messenger. I have to say, I do get alerts on my watch when I get a message from Messenger.
You know, and just as a point, if you join the VLA Tech Talk page, you could get some good conversation going back and forth.
Yeah.
That's what the page is for. Ask questions. We can share more information about Facebook. And, you know, you share what your experiences have been too. This way everyone will learn from it.
Yeah. And that's a good point. We don't, Christina and I, you know, we use Facebook and we're always learning and there's always something new to learn. So keep in touch.
Yeah.
Join our group.
Please feel that you could submit posts or questions, you know, and then we can answer them. Christina and Suzanne can answer them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to thank you for joining Tech Talks this evening, and this presentation will be posted on the VLANJ Tech Talks Facebook page. And I'd love to hear everybody next time. The next Tech Talk that we will do will be on Wednesday, July 22nd at 7:00 p.m. So good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Be safe.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.